Okay with this. So I want to join the group so that you'll be able to see. So there is a question on the group. So let me quickly join. Kindly wait while I join. Okay. Okay. So let me share my screen. All right. Okay. Can you see my screen? Hello. Now we have a question here. The question says, have we done it?
We have done this question.
Okay, we are by okay, fine. Okay. I hope you understand it. Do you understand it? So let's quickly look at another one. The extended trial balance. Now, when it comes to extended trial balance, we are looking at how we can accommodate adjustment on the trial balance, whereby we are being given initial trial balance, then with other adjustments, then we can prepare the final trial balance that will be used by us in preparing our statement of financial position. Are we together? Are we together? So here is a question on the extended trial balance. So the question says, let me share my screen and stop this because we are not using this again. Yeah. So what you need to do right now is to tell me the account to be debited and the account to be credited based on um I'm coming. You tell me the account to be debited and the account to be credited. Are we together? Okay, this is the account to be debited. One, account to be credited. Two, based on what we've done. Are we together? Are you with me? So let's quickly solve this. Then we'll move to the next topic without wasting time. So this one will really help us when it comes to correction of errors. So I believe you now understand what correction of error is all about. Are we together? Can you hear me?
I'm hearing
So
you.
let me share my screen over here. Then so can you see my screen from your end? Can you see my screen from
Can
your
see
end?
it.
So here's the question. Okay. Oh yeah, the question says, The following balances were extracted from the books of Mesh Mensah Company as at 31st December 2021. We have cash, we have prepaid insurance, we have inventory of spare parts, we have heavy duty machine, accumulated depreciation, then loan notes, share capital, retained earnings, salaries and wages, maintenance expenses, fuel and lubrication expenses, water, gas and electricity, rental expenses, sales income, then advertising expenses. So now they gave us additional information. They said on 1st of January 20 on 2nd of January 2021, Mesa paid 4 years insurance premium to his company amounting to LE 16 million naira. So and then we have a prepaid insurance here. We have a prepaid insurance that's at the end of the period. We need to determine the insurance for the period. Are we together? And then we are being told that the amount of insurance paid is actually for 4 years. So what do? It means we have to divide um we have to divide 16 million into four. Then after dividing it, we apportion that based on the number of years available to determine what will be expended as our insurance expense. Are we together? Are we together? So that one is solved. Then the heavy duty machine was purchased on February 2021 at a cost of 1,149,600. This one is not million, 1 billion. Is 1 billion. Estimated life is 10 years with an estimated residual value of this. Now we are being told that full depreciation is to be charged in the year of purchase. So that's not a problem. We will solve that. Though we've not gotten to depreciation, but we will get there. Then also but we will still talk about this. On March 1, 2021, the company borrowed this amount from Paramount PLC on a 5 years 8% loan. Interest is payable annually. So what do we know? We need to just determine the interest expense on yearly basis. Are we together? So Mesh Mesa collected 7.5 million from a customer for a special dealing, which was recorded as sales income. It means he has not which was special sealing valve. But we're not being told if it's on earned income. As we have not been told if that has been done by them. Or spare parts. And we have been told that he collected, it means this on earned income. Then we have been told that the following balances were brought forward from the previous period: cash at bank, inventory, trade receivables, capital. Then Wasobia introduced additional capital of this into the business and paid into the business. Likewise, we have all this. Then the closing inventory is this. Now, early rent was paid in the year, though 4 million is for January and February 2022, and the total amount recorded as rental expenses. They paid this during the year, and out of it, it belongs to them. Which year are we reporting for? 2021. It means we have to deduct for this 4 million as our prepaid rent. Inventory of maintenance parts was determined to be this on this. All purchases were debited to inventory of spare parts. Then we had to determine trial balance, the extended trial balance showing the adjustments. So without wasting our time, so this is the format. Okay, can you see my screen? So here we move. What's the name of the company? We are looking at mesh meshmark company. Abi, so we have extended trial balance and that. What's the date? As at December 31st, 2021. 31st December 2021. Abi, can you see my screen? So what are those things we needed by us? We have at first, we have we need details, we need particulars at first, because I can sometimes they set this kind of question. Then before then the first debit and okay, okay, we have initial trial balance. So we have debit, we have credit, adjusted adjustments, adjustments, debits, and we have credit. Then we have adjusted TP, debits, we have credit. Are you getting me? Mm, very well. Mm, please, I'm coming. Okay. Okay. I think we are good to go. So what are the items we have on in our question? Oh yeah. So we out of this we also need to prepare a cash book. Are we together? We need to prepare a cash book for that period. Oh, okay. Let's see how it goes. Okay, let's prepare. We also need to prepare a cash book. So which kind of cash book are we preparing? Is there anything like cash? Okay, we drew. Okay, this double column cash book. I think we have a format for double column cash book here. Then, in order to determine our cash balance, because we are being given cash at bank, we have cash at hand. No, but notwithstanding. So let's see how it goes. So let's quickly run through before then. Now let's start with um okay, this will be our cash balance. Mm, okay. Okay, this is just bank accounts. Let's prepare it based on bank accounts and we determine our bank. Apart from this, okay, I think most of brought forward trade receivable were collected through the bank. Okay, sales were made for and full payment was made by check on this place. Okay, everything here, I think all the transactions we have here is actually based on bank. Everything will take place on a check check basis. So we are preparing bank accounts. So the cash account has been given to us. So anything that relates to um cash, do we have any? I don't think there is any adjustment for cash. Yeah. Okay. Let's move. So the first thing here we have, let's pick uh let's pick, we just at the end of the period we need. So we have the cash at hand here. Okay. So the first thing we need, cash at hand, cash cash in hand, rather, cash in hand. So what's the value of our cash in hand? Hello, we are having, are you there? Hello.
Yes.
Okay. So we are having 284,600. So our lien will be what? Will be put up. So don't always forget your sign. You can just create this thing here. Okay. Okay. You don't need it. Yeah, 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 yeah. So here we have L E, you raise it 3, then you copy all along Q. Abi, then let's build everything we have, try to look more. Okay. How much is our cash? So where are we posting our cash to? Where are we posting our cash to? Are we posting it on the debit or credit? So you need to wait. We need to quickly. Are we posting it on the debit or credit? Oh yeah. Where are we posting our cash to?
Debit.
We are posting it on the debit. Why? You must know the reason. Everything in account has a reason. Okay, why is this thing like this? Okay, it's because of this, it's because of this. Simple. So why are we posting on the debit? Oh yeah, now you should be able to tell why. Okay, without wasting much of our time, the reason why is actually on the debit side is because it is what? It is an asset. Cash is part of our assets, and then it is actually a non it is actually current assets. Are we together? It is what? It is what? Oh yeah, I need your response. So
Current
it is a
assets.
it is current asset. Okay. Then we also have prepaid insurance. So prepaid insurance, what is it? What is it to us? Asset or liability? Is it an asset or liability? Prepaid insurance. An asset or liability? It is an asset to us because we are we, the benefit will be enjoyed in the next what? In the next accounting period. Are we together? We only make the payment in advance. Are we together? We only what? We only make the payment in advance. So here we are we are enjoying the benefits in the next accounting period. In the next accounting period. So that one will be on the debit side. So we say how much? 16,000. So you put it on the debit. Next one. So inventory of spare parts. the inventory of spare parts, inventory of spare parts. Then let's look at our question. Do we have any purchases? Uh, and we're being told that they said inventory of maintenance parts was determined to be this as at December. All purchases all purchases are debited to inventory spare parts. Okay, they've determined the closing inventory for the period. So purchases also were, so we need purchases. We need also to determine our purchases. Do we have any purchases here? Any purchases? Everything they've sent given all purchases were actually to all purchases are debited to spare parts. So we don't have any issue with this thing. So we pick inventory at the beginning. This inventory also, that's our opening inventory, and it will always be on the debit side. Are we together? It will be on the debit side. So it's at the beginning of the period. So are we together? So the next thing, heavy duty machine. What's heavy duty? Inventory happens to be our assets. Are we together? They are goods being purchased that are intended for resale. Are we together? The company has the intention of what? Selling them. So it is an asset to the company. Then heavy duty. So heavy duty machine, is it an asset or a liability? I need your
An
response.
asset.
It is an asset because it's an equipment. Abi, it is an equipment to the company. So we are posting this on the debits. Inventory spare parts, how much? So this 1 million. So accumulated depreciation will always be on the credit side, but the main depreciation expense will be on the debit side. So accumulated depreciation for the period, this as at the end of the period. So it will be here on the credit side. Are we together? Because we need it to reduce the cost of our machine. Are we together? And this is 90,000 naira. Are you getting it? So we put it here. So next thing, um, loan note. Is loan note an asset or a liability? Our loan note,
Liability.
it is a liability. It is money we borrowed. So we will use 30 minutes of communication skill class for Baps. So before we start communication skill, are we together? So next thing, how much? 120,000 naira. It will always be on the credit side. Then the next thing, share capital. Share capital. Share capital. Which side are we posting it? Debit or credit? Debit side or credit side? Oh yeah, I need your
Deb-
response. Share capital, equity based on the table that was shown, that was given. I don't think we've done the question you said though.
Credit side.
Okay, we've done it. It will be on the credit side. Being what? Abi? Being our expense. We are not even done with it. We have a question, then we are yet to finish. So as you can see, as you can see on the credit side, so you must note all these things very well. It is very, very what? Very, very important. So credit side, it will be on the credit side. I hope you are getting it. Retain earnings. Retain earnings is part of equity. So which side are we putting it? That's our profits, accumulated profits. And then profits happens to be an income, yes or no? So where are we putting income? Accumulated income, accumulated gain, profits. Where are we putting it? Debit side or credit side?
Credit.
It will be on the credit side. How much? We have 56 million, 56,000 naira. Then maintenance, salaries and wages. Where are we putting it? Salaries and wages. Salaries and wages. Debit side or credit side? Debit side or credit side? Salaries and wages. I need your response. Oh.
Debit side.
Why? There should always be a reason. Why? Why do we have it on the debit? You must be able to state a reason. Okay, because of this. So why do we put it on the debit? Because it's an
Expense.
expense. Are we together? Because it's an expense. So next thing, maintenance expenses. Where are we putting it? Debit or credit? Maintenance expenses. Where are we putting it?
Debit.
Why? Why?
It's an expense.
It is an expense. Then fuel and lubrication expense. Where are we putting it? Fuel and lubrication expense. Where are we putting it? Debit side or credit?
Same debit.
The same debit because it's an expense. Next thing, water, gas, and electricity. Where are we putting it? Water, gas, and electricity. Where are we putting it? Water, gas, and electricity. Where are we putting it? Debit side or credit? And you state the reason.
Debit side.
It will always be on the debit side. Why? Why? Rent expense. Rent expense. Where are we putting it? Debit side or credit? Oh yeah, now
Debit side.
it will always be on the debit side. Um, Sales income. Debit or credit? Debit or credit?
Credit side.
It will be on the credit side. Then advertising expense. Where? Where are we putting the advertising expense? Hmm? Debit or credit?
Debit.
Because it's an expense. So when you see this in exam, so we are being told that we have some balances at the beginning. So it is very, very important for us um to adjust all this because this is just at the beginning and we're being told that some things were done along the line that needs to be added to get our balance at the end of the period. So like cash at bank, the cash at bank, okay, we are just told about cash, so we don't have balance at the end of the period. Okay. Now we want to what we need here is we need to determine our purchases, the total sales made during the period. So let's go. So let's quickly prepare our cash, the cash, then all the relevant account also. So this thing will take a lot. I'm coming first because it's at the end of the period. Oh, okay. Now let's pick from the first. Let's start our adjustments first before we move on to any other stuff. So one they said on January 2, 2021, Mesak Mesa paid 4 years insurance premium to his insurance company amounting to this 16 million. So we need to determine, it means the premium we have is not the actual premium. Are we together? Because it was paid during the year and we need to determine what will be the insurance expense for the period for that 2021. You know, we have 4 years, and then we out of the 4 years, 1 year has been utilized. We've enjoyed the service for 1 year. So the remaining 3 years, so we need to transfer it to insurance prepaid. So our insurance prepaid value will reduce, then also we create insurance expense. So that's the adjustment to what to do. So here we go to insurance expense. Are we together? Go to your insurance prepaid under the adjustment. Okay, I need to do something here so that this thing will be able to move. Oh, oh, oh. So you go to your insurance prepaid, come to your adjustments here. So your insurance prepaid, we are deducting, we are to credit insurance prepaid insurance with how much? 4 million, which is for the year. So we say 4,000 naira. Are you getting it? Are you getting it?
Yes.
Okay, so we credit this, then I'm coming. We credit this by 4,000 naira to reduce our prepaid expense. Then we now create insurance expense. You create your insurance expense. to be how much? That one will now be on the debit side. Under adjustments, 4,000. Do you understand? Do you understand though? Do you understand? So adjusted will just be, this one will now be how much? We are adjusting as we are doing, as we are working. So this one will remain how much? Insurance prepaid will now be how much? Our insurance prepaid will now be 12,000 naira. Are we together? Then this one will be 4,000 naira. Understand? Oluwatoshima. Do you understand? So let's move on. Next thing. So heavy duty was purchased on February 2021 at a cost of LA 1,109,600. So the estimated year for this is 10 years with a residual value of um of um residual value of 4,600,000. 49,600,000. So we are to charge depreciation value for the whole year. So moving forward, so we are being given depreciation, accumulated depreciation of 900,000 naira. Okay. So now for us to calculate our depreciation using straight line, we are being told straight line. We are to calculate on the policies is to use straight line method in calculating our depreciation, and our depreciation value is, so for us to determine our depreciation for the year, we are to say depreciation, our depreciation annual depreciation, calculation of our annual depreciation is the cost of the equipment, cost minus residual value. When we get to this thing, you will learn more. Everything divided by the residual value, everything divided by useful life, the useful life of the assets. So now, the annual depreciation for the year, what's the cost of the assets? What's the cost of our asset? Oh, hello, what is the cost of our assets? The cost of our asset um is 1,149,600,000. Abi, so we say 1,000,000, 1,000,000, let's base it on thousand, and 49,600. So what is our residual value? Residual value is the 49,000 naira minus 49,600. So everything divided by, what's the estimated useful life? 10 years. Are we together? So pick out your calculator and calculate. Oh yeah, pick your calculator and calculate. What do we have at the end of what will be our annual depreciation? What will be our annual depreciation? Oh? Hello, are you there? Hello,
I'm calculating.
hello. Okay. Oh yeah, calculate it and give me your answer. I want you to use your calculator so that when you get to your exam hall, you'll be used to um listening. Oh yeah, what is your value? That would be 10 million. That would be 1 million. 1 million divided by 10.
That's not what I'm getting.
That's how much.
100,000.
That's 100,000 naira. So 100,000 naira will be under we say depreciation. So depreciation is a loss on the company. So we use it to reduce our this thing, our uh, we use it to reduce our we use it to reduce our the cost of their assets. We use it to reduce the cost of their assets. So when we get to statement of financial position, which is our liability, it will now give us the carrying amount. That's net book value. We need it also to determine our net book value at the end of the period. The net book value is now carrying amount. So we debit 100,000 naira. Abi, I'm coming. Please, I'm coming. I want to do something. I need the value. Okay. I don't want to make mistake. I read like that. Especially. This is not what I need. Just what happened? This is not the correct answer, Joe. Equal 104949 600 minus 49600 04. This is how much? This is how coming. Okay, 1 million. 1 million divided by, I just need to get something clear. I know you get it right. Divided by 10. Divided by 10. So I want to get the right. So what we do is we debit here, abi. Then our accumulated depreciation of 90, we bring it here. We also credit this space. So addition of these two will give us, it should be here on this. Yeah. So this one will give us 190, abi. So this one will give us 100 on the debit side. Do you understand? So next thing, so we are being told that on first um on March 1, 2021, the company borrowed early 120 million from Paramount Bank PLC on a 5-year 8% loan. The interest is payable annually. So since 31st of um 31st of 31st of December is our year end. That is the accounting year end. Are we together? So we need to prorate this 8%. So how many months is that from March to December? That's how many months? Oh yeah, calculate it. March to December. How many months do we have? From March to December. That's how many months?
9 months.
It's not 9 months. Oh. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. How many months? Oh yeah, count it very well.
10.
That's how, that's 10 months. So we now say, so we come here, our interest. You can use this place as your this thing. Interest, annual interest. I'm coming. Annual interest. That's 8% times what's the value? That's 120,000. It's 120,000 here. We are using thousand here. 20. Then we now prorate it. Then times 10 times 10, 10 months. Let me put months because so that it will 10 months divided by 12 months. You understand? So when you are doing your this thing, you will quickly get it, which is equal to 8% times 120 abi times 10 divided by 12. So we have a value. So calculate it from your side. What is the value you have? What is the value from your side? What is the value from your side though? So what is the value from your side? Pick your calculator. 8% times 120,000 naira times 10 divided by 12 months. What is your value?
It's the same thing, 8,000.
That's 8,000 naira. I want I want you to confirm. So you come here, interest expense. If it has not been paid, if the money has not been paid, so we said accrued 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 interest, or we call it accrued interest payable, anyone. So we debit our 8,000 naira here, then we credit our accrued interest with 8,000 naira. So you come here, this is a liability. Accrued interest is a liability to us, while expenses is while interest is what? Is an expense. Are we together? So we transfer one to our this thing POL, then we transfer the other one to um are we together? Are we together? So we move. So the next thing, what is the next thing? So we are done with that. We are being told that Mesh Mesa um collected early 7.5 thousand naira, 7.5 million naira for a special dealing verb, which was recorded as sales income. Now, the question is special dealing verb part of their operation? Eh? Is it part of their operation? Then another question we need to ask is um have they repaired as the customer enjoy the service? That's another thing we need to know. As the customer enjoy the service? If it's no, it means the company is owing the customer 7.5 million naira, 7.5 million Lee. So what do? We we debit our sales income. Are we together? Then we credit our then we credit our unearned income, because we've not delivered to the customer. We are yet to deliver to the customer. So the customer can just come anytime and collect his what? And collect his 7.5 million. Are we together? So we see it as what? As a liability. So they are just we come here. So we say unearned income. We see it as unearned income. The company has not earned it. Abi, unearned income. So unearned income. So you come to your adjustment. it will be a liability of how much? 7,500. Then you come to your sales income, which is here. You you debit. You know it's on the credit side. You debit 7,500. So what is our adjusted trial balance? So this one will be 7,500. Then this one will be minus 7,500 from your 967,600. So what do you have? What do you have? What do you have? Oh? Use your calculator to calculate. On the credit side, we say use your calculator. I don't want to use this base minus this. What is your answer? Are you there?
Nine hundred and sixty
Hello.
thousand 100.
So we have 960,100. Correct. So next thing, what is the next thing? We need to determine our cash book. So you come here, you can just create this thing here. Just pick any of our this thing from here. We don't need to stress ourselves. It's not compulsory. This one should be much. Okay, now let's go. We are preparing our cash book, our cash account. We can also call it cash at bank because everything that is there, they only tell us that we have cash. Are we together? So we want to determine the cash if what we have at that place correlates with the information we have. Then we also prepare the relevant account. Are we together? Are we together? So without wasting much of our time, everything, the information we have. So we are being told that we have some balances at the beginning of the period. Abi, we have some balances at the beginning of the period. So what are the balances? We have inventory at the beginning. Then we have trade receivables. Then we also have capital. So we need this. So this one is 210. So 210, 210,000. I would say balance, which will be on the at the beginning of the year, 1 2021. Abi. So balance brought forward from last year. Balance VF. How much? 210. Are you getting it? So now let's pick our transaction one after the other before we relate to another thing. We are being I'm coming. Please let me pick. Let's quickly continue. So where are we? We are being told that he introduced the additional capital. So how do we record this? Which account to be credited, which account to be debited? Oh yeah, which account are we debiting, which account are we crediting? Hello, are you there? So I said, where are we posting? I'm sorry for the diversion. So where are we posting? They said the man introduced the additional capital of 150,000 naira into the business and pay it, and it was paid into the bank business account, bank account. So where are we posting? I need your response, please.
The debit side.
Debit side of which account?
Which
Debit
type
side
of
of which account? Of debit side of which account? Oh yeah, now. They said he introduced additional capital of 150 Lee, 150,000 Lee into the business. So where are we posting? Is this additional question or what? Because I don't understand. I think this is another question because I can see Wasobia. Which company now we are dealing with these people? Um, this is an error. This is what? Hello? This is another question entirely. It's not from here. So let's go to the fifth one. We don't have anything to do with this. Let's move to the fifth one. It's not for us. So they said out of 24 million Lee, if you can see the question does not correlate, it's another question entirely. So in order not to waste our time, so let's go. And 24 Lee was paid during the year through which, though 4 million was this thing. So let's go. It means so the company does so so we deduct for this one to be a prepaid rent. Are we together? Hello? Hello?
I'm here.
I said we prepare this to be we deduct this to be a prepaid rent. So we go to our this thing. We say we go to our renter. So we say here is our rent. Rental expense. So you come to your rental expense, you credit 4,000 naira, abi. Then you now say prepaid rent. Our prepaid rent is an asset. So you come here, then you say 4,000 naira. So this one will be 4K. So the balance here will be how much? Our rental expense for the period will be how much?
20,000.
So we have 20,000 naira. Then the last one, which is inventory. Which is inventory? We are being told that inventory of maintenance part was determined to be that amount on 31st this thing. And we're being told that all purchases are debited to spare parts. So how do we determine the account to? We need to also determine our purchases for the period. We need to determine our purchases for the period. What is our purchases? You come here, we can have it here. Inventory accounts. Abi, let's use this as inventory. We want to determine our purchases for the period. Inventory accounts. So this our inventory. What is our inventory as at the beginning of the period? What we have in the question, inventory at the beginning. We're being told that inventory here inside our period, this thing is here. Our inventory of spare parts, which is 108, this is the amount. Abi, so this will be a balance brought forward. Our balance brought forward. Abi, then at the end of the period, at the end of the year, 31st December 12, 2021, we have balance DD of how much? What is our balance brought down? Our balance brought down, which is the balance we have at the end of the period. How much? Our balance brought down is 65,000 naira. So we say 65,000 naira. So when we come here, it is now this that will lead us to balance brought down. This one is at the beginning of the period, 1/1 2022, the following period. So this one will be one. This one will be at the end of at the 31/12/2022. Then balance carry down. Naira. So the difference between this and this, what do we have? So this one will be 108. Abi. So what will be our purchases during the period? Do we have any purchases? Let's check. Do you have any question relating to purchases? Uh, wait, oh. No. So what's the difference? What will be our purchases for the period for us to have in 108? So minus 108 from 65,000. What do you have?
43,000.
Minus 108. We have how much? 63,000, Abi. How much? How much do we have?
43,000.
So 43,000 naira. So this will be our purchases for the period. Just use any date. You can also use 1/1/21. So so unannounced, what we need to do is so we'll come here. We say purchases. Purchases is a cost to us 43,000. Then the corresponding credit entry will come here. We'll come to the inventory at hand. Inventory at hand. That's adjustment 43,000. So our inventory at the end of the period. So what we have here will be 65,000 naira. Abi. So then corresponding the credit entry. So in the inventory was paid at 31st of July. So this will now be 5,000 naira. Then at the end of the period, we also have this. Do you understand? So let's add. So you can pick your calculator and add. Mm, you can pick your calculator to add, but not to waste our time. So I will do that here. So all this, the one without adjustments, we'll just bring it here. You rewrite them. We don't need this. Okay. This will be on the debit side. Oh, debit side. We've adjusted this. Debit side. Abi. So once our value is not doesn't correlate, it means we have issue. So our trial balance did not agree. We have some errors. Okay, this one agree. Where do we have it? What's the difference before this? Which one is bigger? This one is bigger than minus this 108. The debit side, the credit side is higher than the debit side. What happened? Okay. 65. So we need to remove this. Inventory at the close will be adjusted for when we get to our POL. We only need inventory at the end of the period in our POL. Are we together? Hello? Whenever we want to prepare our statement of financial position, our financial this thing, we need our inventory at the end of the period when we want to prepare our financial statements, which include statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, and then also statement of financial position. So that's when we need inventory at the end of the period of 65,000 naira. Do you understand? That's when we need it. Hope you get that.
Yes.
So we don't need to record. We know this to be our purchases. Then we now have adjusted inventory at the beginning. It means 65,000 naira is our inventory at the beginning. So this is the value we have at the end of the period. So that's what we are being given. So let's assume we're being told the actual value, but we need to determine our purchases for the period. That's why we have to debit this and we credit the other one. Hope is clear. Hope is clear. So that's how to go about extended trial balance. You use that to determine your adjusted trial balance, which will be used in the preparation of your financial statements. So let's quickly move down to we'll leave this group now. Then we'll go to communication skill group. So for us to we move down to communication skill group to start our communication skill for the period. So let's quickly run this off. Then we start communication skill at the other hand, because this one has its own record on its own. The other one has its own record. So when you want to read, you can quickly listen to that one, and then so that basic accounting will not merge with communication skill. Do you understand? So let's leave here and join a communication skill class. Thank you very much.